Welcome back to the channel everyone. I hope you're doing absolutely well. This is AT back with another mining video. Yes, this video is going to be like a noob friendly guide, and I'll be showing you guys from scratch, and if you have a PC then how you can start mining on it. I have been getting quite a few requests now in order to show like how to download NiceHash and how to start mining, how to set up a wallet and all of the stuff. So let's do that in this video. So without any further ado, let's now get started. So here is my PC which I use to mine, and as you can see I have a 1650 there, GTX 1650. Yes, it's not super crazy graphic card over there, but still it does a good job, I can say. And the processor here is the AMD Ryzen 3 3200G. So yeah, let's jump into the system. So here we are on our system, and yes, as you might have already seen, there are a bunch of softwares here, algorithms. So this is the Phoenix miner, this is the NB miner, I have given it as Raven coin miner, and NiceHash obviously, which I use every now and then. So let me start off by telling you guys what to be done. Like if you're new to mining and if you don't know anything but you have a good computer, if you have a graphic card where the memory is 6 GB, say like 1660 Ti or 1660 Super, or like RX 588 GB variant or like that, then you're likely going to get good profits, because those cards are doing pretty well, and those cards are pretty expensive right now. It's somewhere around 35,000-36,000 rupees offline for one 1660 Ti, and it's like too costly right now. So I have a 1650 with me, which is a 4 GB card. Yes, in mining, the VRAM, that is the graphic card memory, will matter a lot, guys. So definitely you should have at least 4 GB of RAM on your like graphic card, the VRAM what I'm talking about. So if you have got 4 GB of RAM, then you can do like pretty much light mining. You'll not get like extreme high profits, but yeah, you can like have passive income with that. It will also depend upon the electricity cost. Like different countries have different electricity cost, and in India different states, different cities have different costs. For example, in New Delhi the costs are pretty low, but in Bangalore the costs are not that high, not that low. It's like average, I can say. So yeah, depending upon that, it will like differ your profitability. So in this specific video, I will be showing you guys how you can start mining with NiceHash and the 4 GB graphic card specific. That's the GTX 1650, 1650 Super and RX 570. So cards like that have got 4 GB of VRAM. I'll show you guys how you can start mining with those cards. So before doing anything, just make sure you have all the drivers installed properly. For example, if you are using an Nvidia GPU, make sure your drivers are up to date. Let me show you that. As you can see, here is the GeForce Experience, and first download this application, GeForce Experience. I highly recommend you guys to fresh install Windows for avoiding any errors. Like if your Windows is already installed, like there is a lot of junk files, then I would recommend you guys to fresh install. So once you have done that, just download the specific application for your graphic card. In my case it's Nvidia, so I have downloaded the GeForce Experience here. As you can see, the driver, this is up to date, the latest game driver is here. So if you have got any update, then please make sure to install the latest update. Now you have got up-to-date drivers onto your system. So once you are done with that, go into your browser. Once you are in your browser, type in NiceHash. So once you are in this screen, as you can see, you need to click on the first link which says NiceHash Miner, leading cryptocurrency platform. So once you are here, you need to click Get Started. So once you click that, this screen will appear where it will ask you to register yourself. You need to enter your email ID and create a password for your NiceHash account. Make sure to create a good strong password. So as you can see, you can select your country. It has auto detected it. I'm in India, so it's showing India. Once you have filled all that, just click on I confirm. And if you want, you can subscribe to their news and blogs. So this will give you updates on your mail ID. So I haven't done that. Then once you have done all that, just click on create the account. It will create an account for you. Since I have already created an account, I will not be doing that. I will be just logging into my account. So let's do that. So this is how the screen will look like when you have logged into your NiceHash account. As you can see, this is like a global statistics for your rigs. If you have multiple rigs, it will show up. Currently I have only one rig which is inactive right now. When if you're mining, then you can see that your rig will be shown as active rigs here. If you're using NiceHash for the first time, everything will be zero, like the wallet balance, total assets, everything will be zero. After you have done that, what you need to do is you need to go into mining tab, the second one here, and from here it will show you an option to download miner or add ASIC. So it will also show the current price of Bitcoin. 1 BTC equals 39,27,000 INR. That's because I have set my currency into INR. At first it will show you in euros, so don't worry, euros or USD. So you can change that later. You need to go into download miner and add ASIC. So what I can say is the quick miner, I don't think this works for like 4 GB cards because it mines Ethereum. So what I have heard from other people and seen, it mines Ethereum, and 4 GB cards does not support mining Ethereum. It will give you an error there. So I don't recommend you guys to install quick miner if you are using 4 GB cards. That's what I had. So I have an update here. As you can see, it says update now, so I'll do that later. So you need to go into this second one which says NiceHash miner. This is the full version. So once you are here, what you need to do is you need to do these two steps, as you can see. So if you have an antivirus installed, antivirus program, you need to allow NiceHash. I mean, you need to grant exception and do this on your own risk. So before doing anything else, you need to click I understand I have to make an exception in my antivirus on my rig. So you need to click on this button. So once you have clicked that checkbox, you will get that button, and here it is. This is the latest version of NiceHash right now. Don't download the zip package. I suggest you to go with the installer. This is the installer. Once you have clicked on this one, let me show you that, and it will get downloaded. It will scan for viruses, and if anything appears like it is virus or it is flagged as virus by your browser, just grant an exception, it will work. And once you have downloaded this, you need to open this one and install NiceHash. Let me show you that as well. As you can see, so you need to click I agree, keep old settings. I want to keep my old setting because I'm updating it, that's it. So once we have done that, we should be into NiceHash. Okay, it's doing its job. And let me not run this one. Don't run NiceHash miner directly, guys, because we have to do a few settings. So once you have installed NiceHash successfully, you will have this logo here. What you need to do now is you need to grant exception for NiceHash in your antivirus program if you have one. Since I don't have antivirus here, Windows Defender is the only antivirus I can say what I have here. So you need to go into settings, and from here scroll down, go into update and security, and once you are here, you can see this one, the Windows security option. And from here, what you need to do is you need to go into virus and threat protection, and from here go to manage settings, and as you can see, this real-time protection is turned on here. You need to turn this off and click yes. So it should be something like this. So this will turn off the real-time protection. Make sure you don't have any personal stuff going on onto the rig what you're mining. I don't recommend that. I don't have any personal stuff on this computer which is like highly important to me. So that's because you are disabling your antivirus, kind of doing that. So yeah, make sure you don't have anything like that. Once you have done that, scroll down and you will be seeing this option, add or remove extension. From here, what you need to do is, as you can see, I have added a bunch of extensions. For you, it will not show anything most probably. You need to click on add extension, folder, and locate your NiceHash folder. So it will be mostly in C. So once you are in the C drive, just type in NiceHash. As you can see, here is the folder. I have two folders here. So whatever it is, if you have one or two folder, doesn't matter. So I think I already have this 11th March file excluded. So I'll be clicking on the second one, which I just downloaded and installed. So you need to do is select folder and click yes. So once you have done that, you are pretty good to go. It will appear somewhere here, the excluded folder. You can close all these, and now what you need to do is you need to start NiceHash. So double click on the NiceHash icon, and if you are first installing it, it will ask you to log in. Login is the same credentials what you had done. I mean the login credentials what you gave, the email ID and password, you need to put in that same thing here. And it's asking me, okay, it's saying something here, downloading and integrating. Okay, let's press accept, accept and accept. Okay, restart is required. It will automatically restart for you. Okay, so here we are on to the NiceHash. Since you will be a new user, you will not be looking at anything here. It will be completely zero for you. I have an unpaid balance here, 31 rupees INR. So going into devices, it will show all of your devices, CPU, GPU, whatever is installed. So as you can see, I have an AMD Ryzen 3 3200G, ASUS GeForce GTX 1650, and the fan speeds. You need to turn on your fan speeds. I'll be showing you that as well. So what you need to do is go into benchmarks, and for new user there will be this button here, start benchmark. For me, I don't have this button because I've already done that. You need to go ahead and click on start benchmark. It will take 15 minutes or maybe 20 minutes, and it will like run all the benchmarks, all the algorithms, and give you the best profitable algorithm at that point of time. So for example, let me show you that real quick. And as you can see, I have only tested these three benchmarks here because these three were the most profitable for me. The NB miner gives pretty good connection. I mean there is no connection lost here, whereas CryptoDredge also gives good return. As you can see, it's a little bit faster than that, but I'm using NB miner today. So once you have done that, just click setting, whichever algorithm you want to use, and click on enable only this algorithm. What it will do is it will save the time of benchmarking it again and again. See here, it got disabled, all these got disabled. So once you are done that, go into devices, go into dashboard and click on start mining. So if you have some errors here, then it's most likely that your antivirus is still flagging it. So you need to go ahead and grant the XMRig algorithm as well as whichever algorithm you're using, the NB miner, CryptoDredge, LOL miner or anything like that. You need to grant exception for all of those. Don't worry, this will go up. Initially it will show very less, I can say, but after the GPU is a little bit like what to say warmed up or whatever you wanna call it, it will go up. As you can see, it was showing 2 rupees INR, but now it's jumped to 60 rupees INR a day. It says it will definitely increase and decrease based on the price of Bitcoin. At this point of time, Bitcoin is 39 lakhs. If it goes above that, then the profitability will also increase drastically, I can say. I was also able to get 95 rupees a day when the Bitcoin was at 44 lakhs. So that's what it is. It will also show your temperatures. It is 57 degrees Celsius for me. As you can see, it will raise up to 70 degrees if I don't turn on my fan speeds, turn up my fan speeds. So go into your GPU software, like for ASUS, it's this one. So you need to turn up your fan speeds. So I will be putting it at 90%. And now I think you are able to hear my fans ramping up. It will ramp up like crazy, I should say. It will become too loud, like once the GPU is warmed up, it will be loud. So now let's check temperatures. So it should go down now, 59, 58. And it will be at somewhere around 57 or 56 max. Max to max it will go 58, not more than that. It will drop for sure. And you're mining on your system. And if you have got any other error, guys, I have a dedicated video which will be linked in description. You can check that out, where I have shown like solving NiceHash errors. Also I have shown a lot of stuff in that video, how to solve each and every error, what you people might face when you are using NiceHash. So make sure you watch that video. So guys, I can say that this is part 1 of mining video. If you are interested in more videos, and if you are interested in like mining without NiceHash, which is here, the Raven coin, mining Raven coins, so do let me know in the comment section. I'll definitely try to cover all those. So in next video, I'll be showing you guys how you can withdraw your funds from NiceHash wallet. So stay tuned for that video, subscribe and turn on notifications if you haven't done that. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and do subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Also do follow me on Instagram, link is in the description or it's appearing somewhere on the display. This is all about technology 24 into 7. Signing off for the moment. You guys have a great day. Peace.